It's time now for the Athlete of the Week, and it's presented by Diamond Point and Sauk Center. And with us today is a Melrose swimmer, and this is Hope Peterson with us as the Athlete of the Week. Well, first of all, tell us about your family, okay?
Well, my mom's name is Rolie. She's a nurse at the St. Cloud Hospital. And then my dad's name is Tim, and he works at Built in Belgrade. And then I have a little sister named Grace. She's 14, and she's in the musical this year.
Oh, is that right? What are they putting on?
They're doing Legally Blonde, so that's going to be super good. I'm really excited.
All right, real good.
Yeah.
Other activities that you're involved in at school?
I actually do synchronized swimming. I took a break for a couple years, but since it's my senior year, I'm going to start up again.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And why the break?
Well, I recently started working at the hospital, and I just chose to work more, but I figured, hey, it's my senior year. Let's make some more memories before it's all over.
You know, synchronized swimming, for people that don't go, it's quite a production, isn't it?
Yes,
Can you walk us through how you practice and how the event goes itself?
Well, for practice, we do, some of the same things that we do for swimming. We do some lap swimming just to warm up. And then we actually do links, which you swim underwater across the pool as far as you can and holding your breath meanwhile, just to kind of, how do I explain this? Like, get your lungs ready for all those minutes underwater during the show. And then, we just practice numbers. We do show run-throughs. We do costume run-throughs. It's a big deal.
It has to be a lot of practice, though, just to stay together, right?
Yes. Yeah, for sure. To stay synchronized.
This is the thing, too, with I just watch you practice here for the swimming team. Mm-hmm. How do you motivate yourself? Do you get help just inside yourself, your teammates, your coaches? How does that all work for you?
It's definitely a lot of it from all three of them. Just having that inner drive and motivation to do it, that's what swimming's all about. It's just a mind game. And then definitely my team. My team is like my second family. I definitely couldn't do any of this without them. And then just Nathan and Sandy, too. They're just amazing at what they do. They have so much passion and drive for coaching. It's just amazing the things that they can bring us to accomplish.
This is the thing, as I talk with other swimmers too on how you got going with swimming, but again, it's just such a family for all of you girls, isn't it?
Yep, definitely.
How did you get going with swimming?
I did swimming lessons in elementary school, and then I did competitive swim in middle school, and then here I am.
What events are you in?
Oh gosh, what haven't I done? This year I am actually trying out the distance events, so I've been doing the 500 and the 200. And then this last meet, I actually did the 100 just for kicks, and I ended up going under a 59, I should say. And Nathan thinks that, maybe we should switch back and forth between the 100 and the 500, so we'll just see where that takes us.
As you swim in a meet, in any particular race, can you kind of tell when you're on and when you're off?
Oh gosh, yeah.
And what is the difference then?
When you're having an off meet, you can just feel it. You feel sluggish, this just doesn't feel right, but you really just gotta kick yourself like, hey, come on, this is gonna be a good meet. And then when you're having just a rockin' meet, you can totally feel it. Like the water just feels differently. You just glide so much better.
Is it so much in your stroke itself?
Yeah, it's your stroke, in the stroke in itself, but it's also just in your mind. Like you just feel really good about yourself. Just that confidence.
So take us through then, when your stroke is on, what are you doing? And when it's off, what is happening?
This season, I should say, I've been really struggling with dropping my elbow in my freestyle, and I can definitely tell when I'm doing it. I feel a lot more sluggish, but when it's on, it glides so much better. Nathan's been working with me really hard on that.
And you've also been on some relay teams, right?
I have, yeah.
What makes a good relay team? Is it just getting, say, in the freestyle, just the 4 fastest girls, or how do you make up a team?
Well, for the A relay, it's the 4 fastest girls. But what I also think plays a huge part in it is just how close the girls are on the relay. Like just trusting each other. When you're going in for that finish, that girl on top of you is watching your every move. Like she needs to know when you're about to finish. Like you kind of know each other like the back of your hand almost.
That's the point I wanted to bring up, because when you're talking about 100th of a second to win or lose or whatever, you can certainly lose it on the block.
Definitely.
Right? So what are you looking for when your teammate is coming in?
You're looking to go just as they're about to touch that wall, and you got to time it just right, because you go too soon, you're going to have a false start. If you go too slow, well, there goes that 100th of a second.
Now I got to ask you, are the referees really looking that closely at it?
Depends on the ref. Definitely. You know, you're going to have those really lenient refs where maybe they just don't catch it or they're just, I don't know. But then you're going to have those really nitpicky refs that are going to be like, you know, you DQ'd.
Because I'm seeing that there's so much going on. You've got so many people going at the same time almost. I don't know how they do that.
I could never do it, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, how has the season been going for you? Any ups and downs for you?
It's been really good, actually. You know, with all the new events, it's just kind of been going over my head. It's going by so fast. You know, I can't even take it in almost. But it's been going so well. I've been having so much fun with all the girls. Just
as you go to these meets too, what also pushes you when you see some of these other swimmers that you compete against? Is that good motivation for you?
Oh gosh, yeah, for sure.
And so, what are you telling yourself when you get up on the block and you say, "Here I go"? What are some of the things that are running through your mind?
Reach long, kick strong. That's my motto. You know, just kick it in the butt. That's
another aspect I just want to get out of you too is the turn itself. What is a good turn? What is a bad turn for you?
A good turn is really getting off of that wall. Another thing me and Nathan have been working on is I actually kick off of my turn when my legs are really close together. I don't really know how to explain it, but we've been trying to work on getting my legs farther apart just to really get that jump off of the wall, so you're not just kind of short-legging it.
So this is where when you put it all together and you're coming in, can you tell kind of what your time was going to be in a sense that you know that it was really good or maybe just average?
You know, sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. You know, I can think back to one particular race. I just totally thought I nailed it, but you look up at the clock, it's like, oof, that was not as good as I thought it was.
You know, again, let's touch on synchronized swimming while I'm still thinking of it.
Okay.
When is the event?
I think it starts up in February, end of February or early March, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
But we've already been planning ahead since, gosh, last month.
And what is the theme?
The theme this year is going to be rock and roll, so that's going to be fun.
All right, good. Because this place is packed for that.
Oh gosh, yeah, it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even for all of your meets, can you touch on too just what the fans and parents mean to you and to the whole team?
Oh gosh, fans are everything. We couldn't do it without all those parents and friends and siblings in the stands. You know, they're everything. When you have a loud fan section, it's going to be a good meet. You guys we're all going to be trying to touch out and trying hard as we can.
Because the goal is to get to the state, not only individually and as a team. What does that look like for you?
Oh gosh, I haven't really thought that far in advance. I've just been taking it day by day, just trying to soak it all in, I guess. But right now the goal is state true team, for sure.
And who's the competition?
Oh gosh.
Sartell.
Yeah. I didn't want to name names, but
they're always there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they do a good job.
Yeah, they do. They train long and hard. I have a lot of respect for them, that's for sure.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about school itself. What kind of classes do you take and what do you like about it?
I'm actually PSEO this year. I wanted to try it out, see what it felt like. And right now I'm taking economics, composition, and, oh gosh, what is it? Chemistry.
Okay. What you just said there went over my head. What did you say there? What does it stand for?
Post-secondary enrollment options. So it's basically, I chose to go to Alexandria Technical College, and I'm just nailing out a whole bunch of college classes there.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So when you get done with that this year, where do you stand?
I am hoping to have my AA degree and then move on to a 4-year college.
Okay. And pursuing what?
I'm either thinking nursing or something in the criminal justice field.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, two completely different things.
I'm just trying to gather those thoughts in. So what is going to steer you in what direction?
You know, I'm not really sure at this point. I had always thought I had wanted to pursue nursing because I grew up around it. My mom's a nurse, and you know, just growing up around it, hearing all my mom's stories, I just kind of developed a passion for it. And then I started working as a CNA at the nursing home and the hospital, and it just grew even more. And then in June, I had went to the College of Bethel in the cities for a girls' state, and I just really developed a passion for everything there. You know, we learned about government and everything that goes along with it. It's insane, and it's just amazing too. And
all right, go ahead. But then with criminal justice, how do you fit that in?
For girls state, you mean?
Yeah, well,
We did a mock trial, and we each got to kind of play the part as a witness or a lawyer or the judge or whatever, and it was just, I loved it so much. It was the coolest thing ever. One of the best experiences of my life.
I'm taking it you do okay in school.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's good. That's a good thing. So, again, have you picked out a school that you'd like to go to? Have you visited?
Yep, I am going to go to Bemidji, but I'm going to have Mankato as my fallback. So.
Okay. And what did you like about those spots?
I really love the atmosphere of Bemidji. It just, when you find the right college, it just kind of clicks. You have that special feeling. And when I went to Bemidji, it felt so right. I didn't even plan on visiting there. It was just kind of a last-minute kind of deal. My mom told me I should really try it, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go. And I ended up loving it so much. And
it's up there.
Yeah, it's way up there.
Yeah.
Way in the boondocks.
But once you're there, though, that is a nice campus with the lake, and it's great.
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's so pretty. I'm really excited.
So in college, is swimming in the future, or sink swim? Do they even have sink swim in college?
I'm not sure about synchronized swimming, and I don't think Bemidji has a swim team, but they do have a pool, so I'll definitely plan on staying in shape throughout college because I'm not looking to get the freshman 15.
Okay, we won't go there yet. All right. I want to touch on, too, one more thing with you. You're a captain on this swimming team, and what kind of responsibilities do you have? And if I could, let me bring this up, because I see every team has some kind of drama. No matter what year, what sport, you got stuff. So how do you handle that as a captain, and then at what point do the coaches kind of get involved, if you even have it? And I'm sure you do, but I don't want to get specific.
No, it's okay. Honestly, we don't have any drama. I hear all the horror stories of other sports. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe that things, the things that go on and the things that are said. I'm just like, this is crazy. We're all just one big happy family here. We never have any fights or any nitpicking or anything like that. It's just, I'm incredibly blessed to be a part of such a great group of girls. It's awesome.
Well, and I'll also touch on, too, it takes a strong personality like you, and especially your co-captain. Can you talk about your co-captain?
Michaela Vinwaldi and Britt Sanger. They are just the funnest girls ever. They make awesome captains. They're very strong leaders, but they also know how to have a good time. Just to joke around with the girls. That's what being a captain is about. Just being a role model for the younger kids.
So, what kind of activities out of swimming and school that you get involved in?
I do National Honor Society. It's basically just a big volunteer group, and it's awesome. I love it so much. The guy who leads it, Mr. Rink, he's just such a super fun guy. He's hilarious. Yeah.
Well, it's been fun so far. You still got a ways to go.
Yeah.
But you're having a good time, aren't you?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
All right.
It's going to be a good season.
Okay. Well, thanks for being with us.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that is Hope Peterson, and she is the Athlete of the Week, and it's presented by Diamond Point in Sauk Center.